Narcissism during dating journey in Costa Rica, a passport bro's tale. Hello everyone. In today's video, we'll be discussing the cautionary tale of a passport bro who sought help and gave us permission to share his story. Our aim is to educate fellow passport bros about potential dangers when dating abroad so you can avoid being manipulated and learn to spot red flags. This passport bro experienced a difficult divorce back home and came to Costa Rica feeling lonely and vulnerable. Through naivety and perhaps desperation, he repeatedly fell into toxic relationships with covert narcissists who took advantage of his openness and trust. Over time, the passport bro was conned, belittled, and emotionally blackmailed by various women seeking to exploit him. Though at first he blamed himself, the passport bro came to realize he was actually the victim of calculated narcissistic abuse. We thank the passport bro for bravely allowing us to recount his story in full honesty. By illuminating the deceitful patterns he endured, other men can recognize these traps early and retain their self-worth when dating. Our passport bro made painful mistakes, but ultimately emerged wiser. So be sure to watch this entire video to understand the manipulative tactics narcissists use to ensnare victims in harmful bonds. Gain insight into why many stay addicted to even abusive partners and how you can avoid falling into these traps yourself. Please like, subscribe, and share your own experiences below. Together, we can help protect passport bros from narcissistic abuse. After a difficult divorce, a passport bro decided to visit his sister who lived in Costa Rica. She picked him up from the airport when he arrived in the capital city of San Jose. Her Costa Rican husband seemed friendly, though his English was limited. The sister took the passport bro to popular tourist spots along the Pacific coast over the next few days. They visited beach towns like Tamarindo and Manuel Antonio. The beaches were beautiful with warm blue waters and rainforests reaching the shores. After about a week, the sister returned to work at her real estate office, and the passport bro was left on his own most days in her small inland town. She suggested he try a dating app to meet people since he was new to the area. Though still feeling down about his divorce back in the US, the passport bro decided to give the dating app a try. Being originally from a small Midwest town, he had only traveled to bigger American cities before and found Costa Rica exotic. The passport bro started chatting with a local woman on the app who was 10 years younger than him. She seemed sweet initially, immediately lavishing praise on the passport bro and calling him her dream man. After messaging for a week, they agreed to meet at a restaurant in her town. The date started normally, but then the woman began heavily flirting. Whenever the passport bro talked about himself, she quickly steered the conversation back to herself. She kept saying she couldn't believe she found such an attractive, interesting foreigner on the app. When the check came, the woman ordered the most expensive items, but expected the passport bro to pay without even asking. When he brought up splitting the bill, she guilt-tripped him, saying this was normal for men to pay in Costa Rica, and he was insulting her culture if he refused. The passport bro reiterated he wanted to take things slowly and split the check for their first meeting. At this, the woman became enraged. She caused a dramatic scene in the restaurant, yelling that he had led her on and was using her for sex, drawing stares from other customers. Eventually, she stormed off without paying for her meal. A few days later, the woman messaged the passport bro, apologizing and asked for another chance. She said she overreacted because she was so excited to meet a great guy like him and had gotten carried away. The passport bro reluctantly agreed to meet her again for coffee in town. At the second meeting, the woman immediately launched into a sob story about financial hardships she was facing. She said her sick grandmother needed an expensive surgery or she would die. The woman then demanded the passport bro buy her a new iPhone and designer purse to prove his love. When the passport bro explained they barely knew each other and refused these extravagant gifts, she exploded in rage. The woman caused another dramatic scene, yelling insults that drew stares in the cafe. She grabbed the passport bro's coffee and threw it in his face before storming off. The passport bro noticed during this encounter that everything the woman said seemed exaggerated for dramatic effect, as if she was performing for an audience. He also realized both times she had lashed out in public places with many people around. Upset, the passport bro told his sister what happened. She explained that some local women try to emotionally manipulate foreign men by guilt-tripping them and making jealously dramatic scenes to get expensive gifts. Though feeling wary, the passport bro decided to try the dating app again since he was lonely. This time, he connected with another Costa Rican woman who seemed nice at first, but when they met in person at a beach bar, she looked very different than her photos, which must have been heavily edited. She also bragged non-stop about all the material things she owned, like cars, jewelry, and designer clothes. As they talked over drinks, the woman kept expecting the passport bro to pay for everything. She ordered the most expensive items on the menu, along with multiple fancy cocktails and desserts, without even asking the passport bro's opinion. When the check came, the woman demanded the passport bro pay for all her expensive food and drinks, which cost nearly $200. She also insisted he give her additional money for a taxi home, even though she had driven herself to the bar. When the passport bro reasonably refused, the woman lashed out. She caused a dramatic scene for the whole bar to see, threatening to claim the passport bro sexually assaulted her if he did not give her money immediately. To avoid any trouble in the foreign country, the passport bro quickly threw down cash to cover his meal and exited the bar. Now completely fed up after these experiences, the passport bro vowed not to use the dating app again. But he was bored one night when a third local woman messaged him. On her dating profile, she presented herself as a humble, shy girl new to dating. But in person, she seemed overly eager to get intimate. They met at a bar near his sister's place. At first, this new woman seemed friendly and interested in the passport bro's travels. However, she kept steering the conversation back to sex. After having a few drinks, she suggested going back to the passport bro's temporary home. He agreed since his sister and her husband were away for the night. But back at the house, right as things started heating up, the woman's demeanor drastically changed. She threatened to scream rape if the passport bro did not pay her. The woman claimed it was illegal in Costa Rica for unmarried couples to have sex. The passport bro knew this wasn't true, but the woman caused a dramatic scene saying she would tell police he attacked her if he didn't give her money. To avoid conflict, the passport bro reluctantly paid her to leave. Completely manipulated, the passport bro told his sister he no longer wanted to meet anyone new. She felt terrible for encouraging the dating app and explained she had heard of narcissistic women behaving this way toward foreigners. For the rest of the 2-month-long trip, the passport bro focused on family time with his sister, brother-in-law, and their kids. He avoided dating apps and met women only through trusted friends. Overall, the passport bro doesn't regret visiting Costa Rica itself, which was a beautiful country. However, the dating experiences opened his eyes to how covert narcissists can easily misrepresent themselves online and then become abusive when they don't get their way. The women used tactics like guilt-tripping, public drama, exaggeration, flattery, threats, and pretending to be someone they weren't. The passport bro knows he should have been more cautious instead of giving these manipulative women second chances. But their deceitful behavior was still very unethical. He learned valuable lessons about protecting himself emotionally and physically when meeting strangers, especially abroad. The trip gave the passport bro clarity that he needed to nurture himself after his divorce instead of desperately seeking female attention and affection. When he returned home, the passport bro took time to focus on his hobbies, career, and close family relationships without the pressure of dating. In the future, when he is ready to date again, the passport bro will make sure to really get to know women first and look for red flags before meeting anyone from online in person. He will not let loneliness or exotic locales cloud his judgment again. Now he knows each person must earn trust over time, not just through flattery. While painful, these experiences in Costa Rica motivated the passport bro to seek deeper human connections not based on materialism or appearance. He learned to value emotional maturity and honesty in a potential partner. When he is ready to date, the passport bro will wait for genuine compatibility versus chasing shallow encounters in foreign lands. Overall, the passport bro's trip, while not expected, forced him to reevaluate his mindset toward dating and women. He entered Costa Rica naive, lonely, and trusting. He left wiser, cautious, and valuing deeper human qualities like integrity. The experiences reminded him to focus on self-love and wait for the right partner who appreciates him as a person. I want to again thank the brave passport bro for allowing us to share his cautionary tale today. While difficult, his story provides invaluable wisdom for other men facing similar scenarios abroad. His willingness to be vulnerable underscores the importance of acknowledging when we've been victimized instead of blaming ourselves. I also want to express gratitude to the passport bro's caring sister, who first noticed her brother's unhealthy patterns and recommended he speak with us. She provided vital emotional support so he could eventually regain self-love after narcissistic abuse. Family bonds often illuminate truth. This story is a reminder we must lift each other up with compassion, not judgment. Anyone can unconsciously fall prey to manipulation, especially when lonely and far from home. By illuminating darkness, we walk as survivors into light. Please share your own stories below to continue this healing dialogue. Knowledge and empathy set us free.